For me, editing is where stories come alive. It is where vision meets feelings, and I'm excited to share some of the lessons, mistakes, and insights I've picked along this creative journey for the last 10 years. As a cinematographer myself, I learned that editing actually begins on set. Editing begins from the story writer. Editing begins from the storyteller. Editing begins from the screenwriter. That is where it begins from, because it is what they write, it is what they shoot. That is what you, as an editor, you're actually going to edit. So the way they also shoot determine how you're going to flow with the story.
My dad is calling me.
Hello, my darling.
Hello, Dad. Good afternoon, sir.
How are you and your husband?
Oh, we are fine. Oh, thank God.
Thank God. I hope I'll be seeing you for the Christmas.
I would love to, but I and Richard are going to Chicago for Christmas, and he has already booked a flight and made a reservation. I'm sorry, Dad.
I'm happy that you are touring around the world, but I'm so lonely inside this house. The last time I saw any of you was 5 Christmas ago. Christmas is for the family.
But Richard is my family now. I want to have fun before having kids. At least you have Rose that is keeping you company.
Rose is my caregiver who has a family too. She has just traveled for the festivity. I need more than a freezer full of food to be happy. I'm an old man. Only God knows when I'll be joining your mother in this bosom.
Dad, stop saying that. You're going nowhere. Hello? Hello? Dad, are you there? Hello?
As an editor, every editor should understand intention, why a shot exists. That's why also as an editor, let's say you're editing a movie, you can't do it alone. You have to involve the director, you have to get the director vision, you have to also get the producer's vision as well. Because when you have their vision with your script in your hand, it will be easier for you to create a story with whatever shots they already have. That way, your cut won't just feel right. You are not just joining clips together, you are actually completing the vision they already have. Because trust me, a cinematographer can shoot, a videographer can shoot, a screenwriter or a storyteller can write a script, but it is you as the editor that actually have the power to tell the story the way you want it to be. Tell the story in the sense that when it comes to music, when it comes to sound effects, when it comes to, every activity that actually make an editing a good editing. Also when it comes to color. So you as an editor, you are like the god. Let me just put it that way. You are the one that actually make whatever anybody shoots, you are the one that brings it to life. Because it is from your decks to the final consumer's deck. The final consumer in the sense that the people watching the content, the movie, whatever it is that you edited and you give to the public. The startup story, how I started my brand, Blackboard Media. So Blackboard Media for me started as a pure passion, not a business plan. I just wanted to create. Since when I was small, I actually have the vision how our films actually shot. Growing up, even before I finally decided that, okay, let me go into this space, I already have like other stuff I'm doing. So I was like, now that I'm strong enough, let me go into it. Let me see what. So for me, at the beginning, it was more of like a pure passion. I wanted to create visuals that make people feel something. I started with probably like nothing. But over the years, I was able to save. I was able to get my laptop, get my camera, get lights, and every other thing. That one still comes with a lot of discipline. Discipline in the sense that what I did in my own time was I didn't have money to buy a laptop. I actually set my passion aside. Then I had to go do like some extra work in a hotel for a couple of months. I saved the money. From there, I worked with another person in a construction site. So for me, it was more like, let me get this money. At that time, I was able to save like 800K, and it didn't take me 2 months though. I'm not going to lie. It took me like 9 to 10 months thereabout. I was able to gather the money. I bought my first laptop. Then I started editing for people. So that way, it was for me. That was like the journey. That was where it started from. It was not as if somebody gave me money. I planned myself, because for you to actually achieve some certain things in life, you have to make sacrifices. If you don't have what you need to get what you want, you can actually put that thing on a pause, go another direction, or peradventure, if you have somebody that can help you financially to actually say, okay, take this money, get your vision board. Peradventure, you don't have somebody that will help you in that direction. That means you have to also change your plans, change your strategy, go the other way around, look for extra jobs, look for extra things you can actually do that will give you money to actually now come back to fund that vision or that goal that you have in mind. Finding the story is very important. It's just like what I said earlier. Whatever you want to edit, you need to have a story in mind. Because these days, a lot of people edit videos just for editing's sake. They add transitions, they add 1,000 sound effects. And at the end of the day, the video doesn't really tell a story. It just shows the person's skill, not like telling a story. Because the purpose of editing a video is to actually make sure that video tells a story. It passes a message, whatever the case might be. Sometimes when it comes to movie, when it comes to events, what you want to look for is emotions in the clip. Let me give you an example. Let's say somebody shot an event and they gave you to edit, and the only part you were able to deliver in your final editing was just the part people were just sitting, looking unhappy, there's no vibe, there's no energy. Trust me, that's actually going to pass a different message from the message the person is trying to pass, which means you are trying to tell people that, oh, this event is boring. But now, let's turn the case around. Let's assume somebody shot an event, they gave you the clips to edit as an editor. And instead of you just clipping out different parts, you actually look for moments in the audience, maybe where people are shaking hands, where people are hugging, when somebody is smiling, when activities are going on, when somebody is trying to take their drink, when people are cheering. So you take all those clips together as an editor, you edit it, and you publish it out there. You give it to your client. That already tell a different story, in the sense that when you come for this event, the event is exciting. You meet people, you hug people, you joke with people, you drink with people, you laugh with people. You know, that's why I said earlier, like, as an editor, you are like a god. It is you that tell the story. It is you that determine what people feel, what they think at a particular point in time. So as an editor, it's very important to like take note of that one. And also, there is a movie I shot recently, a short film, is actually streaming on YouTube now, titled Why Men Don't Speak Up. Features Frosty and Chioma Obodo.
Who are you?
Excuse me?
I mean, what is your name?
I'm Tolu. And you?
I am Victor.
I didn't know him. He didn't know me. But the way he walked up asking who I was, like it was the only thing that mattered. I was curious. There was something in his eyes. Like he was carrying stories he'd never told. And I wanted to hear them. You look like the kind of guy that dances when no one is watching.
Maybe.
So it is a movie that actually took time for us to create it, but we were very intentional about everything we did. I shot it, I also edited it. So I looked for emotion. So those seconds of silence, time of vulnerability, all those moments tells more story than just trying to just, okay, let me just edit this thing and just pack it up and just deliver it. So your job as an editor is to listen deeply, is to understand emotion, and is to also pass a message and tell a story. When it comes to learning how to color grade, if you're a new video editor and you want to start color grading is more than just adding saturation, increasing the contrast. Okay, let's just say maybe somebody just shot their videos with the color on and all of those things. As an editor, it will be easy for you to actually put those clips together and just add a lot to it and publish it. But it gets more complicated when you have a client that shoots their work in log and they give it to you to edit. So for me personally, I would recommend that if you're trying to learn color grading and you use, let's say, Premiere Pro, I'm talking about the professional level. Let's say you have a client that shot their video in log and they give it to you to edit. It is your duty as an editor to also know how to color grade. It's your duty as an editor, even if you don't have like 100% knowledge of what color grading is about, it is very important for you to have an idea to be able to do it. DaVinci Resolve is the software I'm going to recommend for anybody anytime. Yes, you can use Premiere Pro. I know people that use Premiere Pro to color grade, but DaVinci Resolve as a whole has the capacity, it gives you the freedom to do whatever you want to do. And besides, it does like the industry standard. So I would recommend you learning DaVinci Resolve. There are millions and billions of tutorials on YouTube you can watch, but it will be more interesting, it will be more important, it will be more straightforward for you if you can find somebody that can actually hold your hands and walk you through how it's done, in the sense that the person mentors you on this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do. Because when you learn how to use it, you actually have advantage over a lot of people, because a lot of people don't actually know how to use the software itself. So, because me personally, I've gotten jobs based on the fact that when the client asks me, oh, can you use Premiere Pro to edit something? I'll be like, yes, but then they want to ask, oh, how about DaVinci Resolve? Then I'll be like, oh, they'll be like, oh, nice, that's good. So this is what we want to do. Do you understand? It gives you like a lot of edge above other people. So if that be the case, and another thing you have to put in mind is that don't color grade to impress people. Instead, color grade to express what you want the audience to feel. Many beginners overgrade because they want a cinematic look, but color should serve emotion, not ego. The simplest way to test your color is to view it like, let's say you finish color grading on your laptop. You can easily just put the video on multiple devices so you see what it actually looks like in different lighting condition, and you also feel the consistency everywhere. So that way you also know that, okay, you are on track. So learn DaVinci Resolve. It is the best thing you can do for yourself as a beginner. It might be stressful, it might look very complicated, but trust me, with time, when you are good with it, it's going to earn you more money. Some things are easier for us because we are in 2025. There is machine learning, there is artificial intelligence. If you don't have like a camera to shoot, you can use your phone to shoot something, in the sense that you can get two of your friends, shoot something, write a story. It is better for you as an editor to know how to do everything. Everything in the sense that know how to edit. Personally, I can edit events. I can edit documentaries. I can edit movies. I can edit a lot of things. In as much as you give me the story, I will deliver it. So as an editor, don't just focus on one niche. You understand? I know people say, oh, focus on it. No, don't focus on one niche. Learn everything. Our brain is very huge. You can take a lot of things. It's going to take time. 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years for you to perfect the skill, but learn everything. Those are like the real skills clients pay for, because most of the time, a client that is actually going to pay you good money is actually not going to pay you to put a lot of transition and all these things people put in video. They pay you to actually give them something that when they are watching, they feel it in their soul. That's what makes a good editor. This is the gear question, the question everybody always asks. Beside Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve, what is one piece of software or one editing tool I use that I think beginners should adopt right away to make their work look more professional? So there is nothing beside Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve. It is still what you have to learn. Except you are editing using your mobile device, then you can do CapCut, you can do InShot, you can do edits. But if you want to do it professionally, let's say you want to edit a full event, you want to start editing movies, you want to start editing music videos, you need Premiere Pro. So what I do, the way my workflow goes is I cut my video in Premiere Pro, I take it to DaVinci Resolve, I color grade it. Then sometimes I bring it back to Premiere Pro, finish up the job, export it and deliver it to the client. Sometimes I stay in DaVinci Resolve, I do all I need to do, sound design, color grading, I export it directly from there, and I deliver it to the client. So the first thing you should actually look at as a beginner editor is to actually get your portfolio very strong. Get clips, get videos from people around you. You can also shoot videos by yourself, upload it, because trust me, it is easier when people see what you've done than you explaining to them what you've done. If a client sends you a message, oh, I have a particular video I want to edit, can you edit it for me? You can easily send them a link to your portfolio. Your portfolio could be on Google Drive, it could be your Instagram page. Send them the link. These are the works I've done in the past. I know some people might say, I don't have a clip, I don't have something. Personally, what I did when I was starting out was I intentionally go to free events. I check on Eventbrite back then. I check online for like free events. Usually that happens on Saturday or on Sunday. I go to those events with my phone. Then later on, I was able to afford like a very small camera. I think I bought the camera at that time for like 300K. So I was able to take the camera to those events, just shoot people writing down something, somebody smiling, somebody doing something on the red carpet, people hugging. So I come back home, join all those clips together. That is one video. I edit the video. I put it on my portfolio. So as a beginner, you actually have to build your portfolio first. In one sentence, what is the most important thing a beginner editor can do to quickly improve the quality of their work right now? I just have one, which is stop editing for perfection. Start editing for emotion. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. My name is Adjuragbimi. People call me Black Bulb. Thank you.